America, welcome back to Maniacal Reader. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. I think the last video you saw of me was of my December TBR, way back at the beginning of December. It's definitely been a long time. I was planning on filming videos before Christmas, but then the holidays just got too busy. And then I was planning on getting back to this channel at the beginning of January. But then I got another cold again, and I was sick for like 2 weeks. I kid you not, I was sick again with a cold in January. That's why I have been incommunicado on my channel lately, but I'm glad to be back. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Gilmore Girls revival that came on Netflix at the end of November. I watched the revival at the end of November with my best friend. As some of you may know, I am a super fan of Gilmore Girls. I actually did a Lit Cube unboxing way back a few months ago in 2016, which I'll link down below in case you guys are interested. And I've watched the series so many times I've lost count. It's definitely one of my favorites. I also went to the ATX Television Festival a couple of years ago where there was a huge Gilmore Girls reunion, and I really enjoyed seeing that. I was originally going to film this video in December, but like I said, things got busy. But the way I see it, it's better late than never. This revival was written out over the course of 1 year in the lives of the Gilmore Girls. That's why it's called A Year in the Life, and it follows the 4 seasons of winter, spring, summer, and fall. In the first scene, we find out that Rory has been traveling the globe, focusing on her journalism career. And she's just gotten off a plane in Stars Hollow visiting Lorelai. We learn that Rory's latest noteworthy accomplishment is her piece in the New Yorker. Lorelai can't stop talking about it, and Luke has even printed the piece on the back of the diner menu. Lorelai is complaining that Rory has been too busy and that she never visits anymore. This leads viewers to believe that she's been successful with her career. But all the other clues lead us to question this. We learn that Rory has left her apartment in Brooklyn and has separated her belongings between Lane, Lorelai obviously, Emily, and her friend Paris, who lives in New York. This led me to question, can she not afford the Brooklyn apartment? But she says that she was never there, which I found strange. All throughout the revival, she's looking for this red dress, and she's frustrated that her belongings are scattered everywhere. Lorelai seems to be making a big deal over Rory's New Yorker piece. I don't think she would be making such a big deal about it if Rory had been successfully published in things before, so this led me to guess that Rory was struggling in her career, even though she made it sound like this was an exciting new chapter where she could be ruthless. We also learned that Rory has a devoted boyfriend named Paul. He comes over her at the beginning of this episode, but Lorelai and Luke barely remember meeting him, and Rory keeps forgetting to break up with him. I was surprised by this because having this kind of a relationship doesn't sound like Rory at all, and the fact that she would just be stringing a guy along doesn't really sound like Rory at all. We also get updates about some of our other Stars Hollow favorites. Richard, who passed away suddenly. The funeral scene in this episode definitely left me teary-eyed, and it was a very emotional scene for me. There was definitely an emotional undertone throughout all of these episodes, and Richard definitely played a big role in the revival. So because of Richard's death, all of the characters are just trying to cope with his passing. Kirk is the same. He definitely adds a quirky, weird element to the revival, which I always loved. He has his own driving business, which he calls Uber, but according to him, it's not quite the same thing as Uber. Michelle is gay, and he has a husband who wants kids. I always thought Michelle could be gay in the original series, but it was something that wasn't addressed. So I was surprised a little bit that it came up, but not really, since I always thought Michelle was gay in the back of my mind. Suki has left the Dragonfly to pursue horticultural interests, and the other chefs that fill in for her don't measure up. No one could be as good as Suki. Everyone knows that. Emily has found a maid that she likes that doesn't speak English, and the maid's family moved in, since her family needed a place to live, and she seems to be getting along with them quite nice. This is definitely a new development in her life, since in the original series, she never liked maids, and she was always firing and hiring new ones. So it's good to know that she's found someone that she likes. Luke and Lorelai have been together since their final kiss at the end of season 7 in the original series, but they are not married. Lorelai and Emily definitely seem to be getting along well. This all changes though when Lorelai says something stupid on the day of Richard's funeral. Emily is around Richard's friends that he used to go to the club with or that he used to work with. And she asks everyone to share a moment that they remember about Richard or some special memory that they have of Richard. And Lorelai makes some stupid remark about a steam trunk that she crawled into because she didn't want to go to Europe when she was young. And the memory had no special meaning or whatever, and she just thought of that memory off the top of her head. But that memory made Emily mad, since it didn't really have any significance at all. And Emily felt that Lorelai was dishonoring Richard's memory, so that's where the conflict stems between them. Naturally, I love Emily Gilmore, but she sometimes gets on my nerves. I thought she could have been more understanding and understand that Lorelai was grieving and couldn't really come up with anything off the top of her head. Emily isn't pleased that Luke and Lorelai aren't married, and she doesn't know what to make of Rory's new existence as a journalist that doesn't really have her roots anywhere. Paris has used her medical and legal training to start her own surrogacy business. Paris and Doyle have 2 children, and they're in the process of getting a divorce. Rory once again finds herself as the other woman, since she's in a relationship with Logan. Logan is living in London, and he's engaged to a French heiress named Odette. Odette is someone his family approves of. Once again, he's under his dad's thumb, working in the family business. Another surprising thing in this episode is that Emily actually takes Lorelai's advice about something. And this has never happened before in their relationship. Emily has never listened to Lorelai or took her advice about anything. This time, Emily actually listens when Lorelai suggests that she go see a therapist in order to cope with the loss of Richard. Emily thanks her for this when she calls her and suggests that Lorelai meet her. Lorelai ended up getting roped into therapy sessions with her mother, which I thought was funny. My impressions of Rory in this episode were that she didn't really seem together or didn't really seem similar to the girl that we remember. I guess 9 or 10 years definitely changed her, but she didn't really seem anything like Rory. I'm definitely happy that Luke and Lorelai are together. Comment down below and tell me if you like Gilmore Girls. Are you watching the original series for the first time, or have you watched the series many times? Also, if you have watched the revival, comment down below and tell me your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!